reaction to Foley getting first team all?
Well, I'm happy for him. And he was in early and stayed late all season. And, first year that he's been here, that he's really been healthy. And but I thought he played really well and missed a couple games. But for the most part, been there every day and worked his tail off. And I'm glad to see him be rewarded for it.
Generally speaking, guys coming early and staying late is something I think you wanted to see a little more of the last couple of years. How has this group been in that regard?
Individuals have done a good job. We haven't seen the consistency that we have out of some of our other teams. I don't know if guys recognize the importance of it. The confidence that it builds, obviously the skill development, that comes with it. But I think it's more of a confidence thing. Once you know you're prepared and you've been preparing, that's where your confidence grows. I don't think a coach can give a player confidence. That has to be earned. And he knows when he's worked hard. He knows when he's put in the time. And so, again, that preparation is so important. And I think the confidence comes from that.
And Will's battled through a lot this year, and his numbers might not pop like some other guys do, but him getting honorable mention, what he means to you, was it nice to see the coaches acknowledge that with the honorable mention?
Without a doubt, I was hoping he'd be a little higher than that, but he's fought through injuries and hasn't scored in some games because of some of those injuries. But no, he's battled, and anybody who's played, who's gone through some nagging injuries know, basketball season 6 months long and not being healthy takes away some of the enjoyment.
How has the team done in practice after the Stanford game?
Well, we've just had one. Sunday was our NCAA required day off, and we practiced yesterday. We'll practice today and fly out tonight, get in there. Have a workout tomorrow in Vegas and be ready at 2:30 Thursday. But, they were excited about playing yesterday. They kind of look at this as a new opportunity. We know it's a very difficult road. Washington State's playing really good. Them and Cal will play tomorrow. But UCLA, obviously, if we're fortunate enough to beat whoever we play in the quarterfinals, it's just going to be a tough road. We got some really good teams in the league again this year. I think a couple that are underrated as far as national perception is concerned. So, I think it's going to be a great tournament.
How does the prep change, if at all, knowing that you won't know your opponent until, say, 5 o'clock tomorrow?
You get yourself ready. And, we've got both teams scouted. Obviously, we've played both of them recently. And so, we've got pretty good scouting material on both of them. It's not that much of an adjustment. When you're playing game to game, day to day, you've played the teams twice. And so both of the teams that we only played once, I think are in the other bracket, right? Anyway, we've played Washington State twice, we played Cal twice. Moving forward, we've played all those teams twice, so we should be able to adjust pretty quickly.
You hear in sports one game at a time a lot, but in the big picture, if you want to get to the tournament, it might take more than one.
Yeah, no, but there is no Friday if you don't play well Thursday. And so you lay it all out there, you'll find the energy to play. Guys, how we get this? No, you got to win Thursday to play Friday. So you expend whatever you got to expend and try to win the game as best you can on Thursday. And then you'll find enough energy to play Friday. And if you're fortunate enough to play Saturday, you'll find enough energy to play there.
And how important is it having such an experienced group like that going to Vegas and kind of just having guys like Will and Quincy and Foley kind of just say to the younger guys, keep yourself grounded because you are surrounded, obviously, you're in Vegas. But how important is that experience?
Well, we've got a couple guys that have been there. We don't have a lot of guys who have played in the Pac-12 tournament. Jermaine and, Will was out last year, but he's been there. Keyshawn's been there. Dante's been there. Quincy was there last year. Quincy had a good tournament. So, no, we've got some experience. We've got some guys who haven't been in that atmosphere before, but it's a wonderful facility. And as I mentioned, I think UCLA's a 1 seed in the big tournament, and Arizona will be 2 or right up there, and USC should be in, Arizona State should be in. We should get a look. I think we've got a lot of teams that are, like I said, maybe some undervalued.
In a lot of ways, 2019 feels like forever ago because everything the world's been through since then. But the experience Will got going on a run with that group, can that pay any dividends right now?
Oh, I don't know. Like you said, a long time ago, he was a freshman, but he was a big part of it. I think he was our 6th man. He was our 6th man. He came off the bench and gave us a lot of good minutes. So, it doesn't hurt. If you look at, the last 12, 13 years of the tournament, we've done all right. We've got to do a little better this year because the tournament field's really good. And like I said, UCLA being, I think they were ranked number 2 this week, right? Whatever, they're awfully good, and Arizona's awfully good, USC's awfully good. There's a lot of good teams that, for us to be successful, we're going to have to play our best.
Any injury updates or just Brennan?
No, Luke was able to go through non-contact yesterday, so we're anticipating he'll be ready, and Brennan's out, so we'll be as healthy as we've been all year. And that's encouraging. If we were to make a little run, the depth, I think, is really important. So having everybody available is great.
Yeah, all season's been some guys in, some guys out. You tinkered with your starting lineup mid-season. At this point, do you feel like roles are about as defined as they've been all year?
Well, pretty close. We were getting to a pretty good rhythm, and then Luke got hurt and Brennan got hurt. Brennan was earning some minutes. Luke was hurting some minutes. And so this past weekend when I, thought we would lock everything in, those 2 guys were out. But no, we know that Quincy and Keyshawn are going to come in really quick. And Khalil had a good weekend, which was encouraging. He was much more physical than he had been. So that was encouraging. Luke getting back has given us some good minutes defensively. So, and then Ty gave us a big lift against Cal. So, we feel like Ethan, we're applying for a redshirt year, trying to get him. But those 10 guys, and we've always got Gabe and Coop and Brady. But our depth is pretty good, I think.